Arundhati recording starting now.
What's the date?
It is recording.
23rd of January 2018.
Entry 1.
Okay, so. Alright, so we got to. We got to the 29th of
Yeah.
29th?
July. Yeah. And
29th of July?
no, 30th.
Alright, so it's on the 30th. So this is where we got Russian general mobilization. So originally the Russians kind of like mobilized half their army, then they cancelled it, then they mobilized all of their army. So the difference between the Russians mobilizing generally rather than just specifically is that this is against Germany as well. Alright? So partial mobilization, that was just against Austria, now the mobilization. Just past midnight, suddenly, the German government gets a bit worried. Hang on a second, this could be a war. So he asked the British ambassador to come and see him for a chat.
Sir, can I borrow a table?
Borrow a table.
Pause entry.
And
Resume entry.
so, suddenly, the Germans are worried. They're concerned. This could be a war. I can't believe we let this go for over a month. Suddenly, they're realising this could be a dangerous situation. So, he summons the British ambassador and he says, "Hey, look, it looks like there might be a war. I don't know why. There just might be. So, look, would England stay out if, just hypothetically speaking, Germany went to war with France and made no territorial gains from France or Belgium? We didn't take any territory. We wouldn't go through the whole Alsace-Lorraine business again. We're going to stay out. Would Britain do that? Would Britain stay neutral? Would we promise that? Although we might promise that to do with France and Belgium, but to do with their colonies now, we'll probably take those. Let's say, is there any opportunity, any chance you could turn up to a lesson with your own pens?
I don't have a highlighter.
Oh, never mind. So, the British ambassador talks to the Foreign Office, and the British Foreign Office say, "This is a disgrace." I mean, really? No. So, having had the no, the Germans then tell the British, well, anyway, if Germany mobilises, then France, who, by the way, has got nothing to do with this, we're going to invade France. Because that's our war plan. So this is the first time France has really been involved directly in it. All right, they've been talking to the Russians, but suddenly it's like, yeah, well, if you don't support us with stay out of the war, we're going to invade France anyway. That's nice. 5 p.m. on the 30th of July, Franz Joseph Austria declares full mobilisation. Suddenly, Bethmann-Hollweg and the Germans are going, oh, hang on a second, we really should, maybe we could just have some sort of settlement. So why don't you just capture Belgrade, the capital, and then stop? Because I've got this feeling that the British might get involved in the war. So here, just ignore everything that I've told you up until now, and try and negotiate with the British. The Austrians say that. Too late. Too late. I put this in because I like this. This sums up the Tsar. So we've got all of this day. This is the day. Armies are rushing together. Mobilisation is started. Europe is at the brink of war. And at this moment, a man bestrides history, his destiny. He is there as one of the autocrats overseeing this conflict. A man who has millions, tens of millions of men at his command. A man who has just organised and ordered the full mobilisation for war of his country, the largest country in the world. And in his diary, what words of import on this momentous day of all momentous days does he write? A grey day. In keeping with my mood. Ooh, it's a bit grey. Alright, now I put that in because that kind of like sums up the Tsar. A lot of the stuff, Tsar Nicholas II, we'll see when we do Russia.
That was Russia.
Yeah, Russian Emperor.
Which one?
It's the same root as Kaiser, Tsar Kaiser. They both come from the idea of Caesar, meaning ruler, as in Julius Caesar.
Caesar.
As in Julius Caesar. Yeah? It was his favourite food. He used to really like it. That's why I call it Caesar salad. A great day, and he's just mundane. When we look at one of the reasons for the Russian Revolution, we'll see that the Tsar Nicholas, who is this great autocrat, has millions of men and women at his command, is just Mr. Domesticated. It's just Mr. Ordinary. I mean, he's so bland. He's got Coldplay. He would have had Coldplay on repeat all the time in his place if they had CDs. He's that bland. And so whenever all these great things happen, just like, it's a bit grey. It's a bit grey. So there we go. 31st of July. France mobilisation orders mobilisation. The Germans now, 11:55, they declare their state of pre-mobilisation. Then they say to the Russia, demobilise within 12 hours or we will declare war on you. Russia's like, well, we haven't done anything. Germany then, right, France, not just that we told Russia they've got to stop in 12 hours, but France, this is what you've got to do. In 18 hours, you've got to declare yourself neutral, and not just that, you've got to hand over all of your frontier forts, all of your defences, you have to give to us, just temporary, like we'll look after for you, we won't do anything with them, alright? Just temporary, we will look after those, just to prove that you trust me. Is that really going to work? No, there's no way a country can accept that. You just can't say, yeah, okay, we promised to be good, and in order to prove that we're going to be promised to be good, we'll let you occupy all of our defences. So we'll be completely denuded of any kind of way we can defend our country. I mean, it's just not going to happen.
So the French is not prepared to
No. Understandably so.
declare
No. They say, no, we're not going to declare neutrality, and we're not going to give you, all of our defences. The next day, 1st of August, Germany declares mobilisation and declares war on Russia.
Russia.
Germany then says, right, Belgium. By the way, you've done nothing, but hey, we're going to invade you, and we want you to let our army go through your country. Do you think you would do that? At the same time, Germany signs a treaty of alliance with Turkey. Italy gets involved by saying, yeah, we know we're members of the Triple Alliance, right? Yeah. You guys are great, but I think we might stay out of this one, if you don't mind. We're just going to sit this out, so we're not going to get involved. All right? Thank you.
But they started all of it.
Well, ish.
Yeah, this
But with the Eastern question, we're invading Libya, yeah, but I mean it's. Germany then declares war on France. Belgium says, no, we're not going to let you use our land to invade France. We refuse you. So the 4th of August.
Wait, Germany declared war on France?
Yep. Then on the 4th of August, Germany invades Belgium. So the first country after Archduke Ferdinand is assassinated in Sarajevo to be invaded is Belgium. So Britain issues an ultimatum to Germany. Says no. We've guaranteed Belgium independence. All right, Britain said we guaranteed Belgium independence. 2 reasons for that. Remember, one is because it's got lots of ports. Not lots of ports. If you're going to invade England, you do it through Belgian ports. And secondly, it's got to be a neutral state to stop all that from happening. So Britain has said we're not going to allow any country to occupy Belgium. We will protect Belgium at all costs. Germany, you need to get out. The British ambassador goes to see the German leader, tells him this. He says, what? It's just a piece of paper. This is the Germans and the British. It's just a piece of paper. You just signed a piece of paper saying that you would promise, and you signed a treaty that said you would obey international law and everybody should keep this. Why would you do this for a piece of paper You're going to make more on us. We Germans just want nothing more than to be good friends with you. They never replied. And that's World War I, how it starts.
So,
A couple of things to go through with that. Okay? One is it's kind of weird. There's two parts to it, right? There's the first part where Austria does all the running, where Austria does all the leading. And then there's a part where Germany suddenly wakes up, says, and kind of goes a bit schizophrenic, says, oh, Austria, you might want to calm down, and at the same time as doing that, it's like, right, Russia, declare war on Russia, right, everybody, pretend France is you're France, you must give up this. No, okay, declare war on France. Belgium, we're going to declare war on you. It's just like they kind of go crazy. There's 2 points that we need to add to this, Ams. 2 points we need to add to this. We're talking about it being a war. You've got the causes here. We've got a timeline here and the causes that we've gone through. But remember, we have to break down questions. So this is going to be about the First World War. So the question is, it's a world war. We've got 3 different branches of a conflict. We've got a local Balkan conflict. This starts off as a little spat between Austria and Serbia. It then goes to become a European war, and then becomes a world war. So what marks those steps? Firstly, what changes a disagreement between Austria and Serbia into a European conflict?
is that a question?
Yes, and it's a rhetorical one. And that is, this time it's rhetorical, next time I'm speaking to answer. That is because of their associations with their kind of partners. So Austria is dependent on Germany. As soon as Germany gets involved, it becomes a European conflict. Because Germany's involvement immediately means France and Russia. Yeah? That whole plan is to fight France and Russia. If Germany goes to war, it's only got the one plan, that's France and Russia. So Austria, because of Austrian weakness, it means they have to ask their friends Germany for support. This automatically makes it a European conflict. So this is what translates a regional conflict into a continental conflict. Serbia, because it's the Pan-Slavism, and because of Russia feeling of its protection of Slavic peoples, is drawn into it that way. But Russia doesn't make any moves aside from mobilization. Doesn't make any moves aside from mobilization to go to war. It's the Germans being involved, and it's the fact that uniquely, when Germany mobilizes, it has to go to war, which is a decision of Germany. So that turns this regional conflict into a European conflict. What turns a European conflict into a world conflict? That's when the Germans invade Belgium, because that brings in Britain. And with Britain involved, it means Canada, it means South Africa, it means India, it means Sri Lanka, Ceylon, it means Australia, New Zealand, everybody gets involved. Alright? Everybody gets involved in the fight. This therefore means that this conflict from Belgium with the UK involved is therefore going to be a global conflict. And it's going to be a conflict. You might be in most of the fighting that does take place in Europe, but there are naval battles around South America, German colonies in Tanzania, in Africa. There's battles. The Japanese get involved and attack the Germans in the Pacific. So it is a world war. Okay? So we've got those 2 steps. Aside from the long-term, short-term, immediate consequences of the war, right, we've got those steps which take a regional conflict in the Balkans into a European conflict, into a world conflict. I want you just to make a note of that at the end of your thing. Alright? Literally regional, European, global. And then once you've done that, I want you to do a calendar, and I literally like the calendar that you get on your computer. If you want to do it on the computer, that's fine. From the 28th of June, when Archduke is assassinated, to the 4th of August, when Britain declares war, pretty much day by day. So I want you to have it so you have for 7 days a week. Yeah? Any questions? Good, eh? Do you want your
Recording over.
The end.
Somewhere to be on.
okay?